This video proudly brought to you by the fine people at Housemade Industrial. Whether you're new to knife making or a seasoned pro, visit housemade.us to up your game with affordable quality gear.
What is going on? Welcome to Frenchie's Forge. I am the OG Frenchie. In today's video, the very first video of the new year, we are finally going to be picking the winners of the Rasp/File Kitchen Blade Build Challenge. That was a mouthful. A couple of months ago, we proposed the idea to make any style kitchen blade out of a Farriers rasp or a metal file. It was a pretty vague and open-ended challenge. There weren't a whole lot of parameters. We left it up to the participants to put their own spin and flair on whatever they wanted, as long as it was some type of kitchen blade. I would like to first start off by saying thank you to all of the participants who submitted a blade. I really wasn't sure how many people were going to sign up and participate for this thing. I was hoping at least 5 or 6 people. I am very happy to announce that we have 14 participants that completed a blade and got their pictures sent in on time to me. And here in a little bit, we're going to go over each one of those blades, who made it, and a little bit about each blade. I would also like to give a huge thanks to the other 2 people who are helping me judge and pick winners of these participants. A big thanks goes to Ted from TBW Blades and Randy from Newt's Leather and Metal Smithy. These are 2 great guys that are helping me pick the winners for this challenge. Now, if you don't know who they are, go over, check out their channel, subscribe, show them some support. They're really awesome guys that are into knife making like myself. Now, even though I am not entering in the competition because I'm hosting this competition, I did want to make a kitchen blade. This is a very large chef's/butcher's knife that I made from a Farrier's rasp. It has about a 10-inch cutting edge, and the overall length is about 18 inches. It is incredibly large. And I just thought it was a really cool, sleek profile for chopping up vegetables and cutting meat in the kitchen. It's got a cool handle design and some cutouts here for a pinch grip. Now, I don't normally make kitchen blades. This is probably the 2nd or 3rd one I've tried to make, and I am by no means an expert, but I did want to make a blade just because making blades is a ton of fun. Now, I'd also like you to remember that I am not the end-all, be-all of knife makers. As you can clearly see, this blade is not perfect. And that's one thing about knife making that's so awesome, is that you get to develop your skills and get better at the craft as you go. I've been making blades for 2 years. I still consider myself a novice or beginner knife maker, and I really hope to continue my journey of making blades and get better as I go. I had a ton of fun making this thing and really enjoyed the process, and I'm really glad that I was able to complete it to show you guys. Speaking of other blades, let's go ahead and take a look at the 2 blades that Randy and Ted made.
First up, we have Ted with a killer-shaped cleaver. I am incredibly impressed at how wide he was able to draw this rasp out. He used bog oak and zebra wood for the handle. It is absolutely awesome. And next up, we have Randy. He went a different route. He did a hidden tang and did 100 layers of Damascus for the core and actually used the Farrier's rasp for outer cladding to this knife. It is a hickory handle and has some cool glow-in-the-dark epoxy.
What's really cool about the participants for this challenge is we have all different types of people from all over, of different age and different skill set. I think you'll see here in the pictures to follow that we have some really interesting and cool builds. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this. I'll be showing some pictures of the builds and giving you a little bit of information, not only about the build, but about the person who built it. Let's get into it.
First up, we have Eli with Stray Wolf Forge. He made a fantastic kitchen profile. He's calling this the Vegetable Cleaver. It's made from a Farriers rasp, and it features a curly walnut handle. It has 3 brass pins, and it is finished out incredibly well. This is a really well done knife, and it looks fantastic. Now, next up, we have Nick with Nicholas Reed Knives. He did something that I've always wanted to try, but have been too afraid to do it. He took 2 different types of metal files, combined them together to make a 100-layer Damascus kitchen utility knife. This knife is absolutely fantastic. It turned out great. He made a frame handle for the construction. It's made from Pa Rosa scales, and the frame is made from whinge. This is incredibly well done. Next up, we have Joseph with J.I.J. Forge and Fishing. This is another classic kitchen profile. It is a do-it-all kitchen blade. He made this from a mill bastard file. The handle is really cool. He made it from maple, Brazilian apatong, and stainless steel. Here he is, sneaking it on the Christmas platter for a quick picture. I think this blade turned out great. Next up, we have Eli, who has a YouTube channel called The Boy Blacksmith. This is a really cool little kitchen/camp knife. It's kind of got a frontier vibe to it. I really like it. I didn't get a whole lot of information from him about what it was made from, other than he made it from a file. It is a fantastic looking blade. The next guy needs no introduction. This is Eric Rivers with The Rivers Experience. He made a chef's knife from a Farrier's rasp. This guy is absolutely insane. If you don't know who he is, I highly recommend going to his YouTube channel and checking him out. He should be judging me, not vice versa. He makes some incredible stuff, and this is no exception. Next up, we have Bryson with Bevel and Bark. This is a really cool profile. It reminds me of like a short bunka style blade. He did this from a file, and if you look close, it has a hamon on it. It is really well done. I think the handle is outstanding. He used a piece of his own copper Damascus as a spacer. Next up, we have Steve Jennings. This blade is also awesome. It is a version of his grandparents' boning knife. He made it from a Farrier's rasp, and he used ash for the handle. It has red translucent pins, and I think that this overall profile is killer. Next up, we have Michael, who submitted a 15th century Bauernwehr, which is German for farmer's defense. Back in the 15th century, you were lucky if you had one of these blades. They were used by the European working class for everyday tasks around the farm, not only for butchering, but also for defense. What makes this knife so unique is that it has a side guard called a noggle or nail, which is meant to protect the hand. And for him to recreate a blade from history, I think he nailed it. No pun intended. Next up, we have Alonzo with his meat slicing knife. He said that he got this idea from a Brazilian steakhouse where he goes to get a good slice of steak. They use these to serve and slice the steaks at his table. He made his out of a Farrier's rasp and shared some pictures of the build along the way. It is a really well done blade, and it is a great kitchen profile. Next up, we have Steven, who made a paring knife from a metal file. This is incredibly well done, and it features a segmented handle. It's got some sort of jade for the back and layer G10 for the front. It is a really well done profile, and what makes this blade so unique is looking at the spine from the bottom, you can see that he ground away the tang, and that left the metal file to act kind of as a bolster. This is incredibly unique and very well done. Next up, we have Sam with SK Forge. He made a classic chef's knife
from the Farriers Rasp, and it has a Coco Bolo handle with a brass guard or spacer. This profile is spot on. It looks fantastic. He has a YouTube channel and made a short video of him making this knife. And in the video, you can see he ground this on a 1x30. It is a very well done blade. Hats off to Sam. Next up, we have GJG Outdoors. Now, this is a fellow Missourian. He's a younger guy from Missouri, and he made this from a Farrier's Rasp. It has a Frontiers kind of vibe, and what's really cool is he also made a sheath for it. I really like this knife a lot. He did a fantastic job. Next up, we have Chevy Guy 300 with Magnolia Grace knives. He made two different Farrier's Rasp knives, a large one and a little bit smaller one. Both are classic kitchen profiles, and you can tell he put his time, energy, and effort into finishing these out. They have really sleek handles, and they are polished extremely well. You can tell that he had a lot of fun making these blades. And the last participant is my younger brother, Jack, who took one of my metal files and turned it into a kitchen utility blade. He spent a lot of time on the weekends working on this thing. He drove 3.5 hours to get here to work on it over the course of several weekends. It has sycamore and maple for the handle, and it turned out fantastic. He really went above and beyond polishing this blade, getting it super thin and slicey. It is a great cutter and an awesome knife. Well, there you go. There's all 14 of the completed blades. I gotta say, all 14 of these blades are worthy of being in this video. They're worthy of being knives, and each one of them is super cool in their own right. What do you guys think? Do you have a top 3? Do you have a clear winner? It's not as easy judging as I thought it was going to be. I thought, oh, for sure, I'll just pick the coolest looking one. But I didn't do that. It's just too hard to pick the coolest looking one. I like to get a little bit of the story behind each person and each blade. And I'm not basing the decisions just solely off of looks. I'm also considering the skill level of the person and the different circumstance and particular build that each person chose to do. After talking with Ted and Randy, we've gotten together and we debated a little bit back and forth, but we have settled on 3 winners. Now, I would like to say that I wanted to pick each and every one of you. I honestly did. I'm really not saying that. Unfortunately, I don't have the funds to buy every single person a gift card. I would love to do that, but I just don't have the money to do that. I really think, though, that each one of you guys should keep going with knife making. It's tons of fun. You get to express yourself both artistically and intellectually in your builds that you do. Anyway, with all of that out of the way, let's get to picking some winners. We're going to start in 3rd place and work our way up to number 1. Now, in 3rd place, we actually have a tie. How can you have a 3rd place tie when the prize was individual tools and material and pin stock and such? I don't know. But I just couldn't decide on 3rd place. I really liked these two, and in my mind, they were neck and neck for different reasons. So the participants that tied for 3rd place are Steven and Michael. Both of these knives in their own right are fantastic. I really enjoyed looking at the pictures and talking with both of them. Steven's was just really well done. I just think that the handle material choice and the idea of thinning down the tang and using the file as a bolster is genius. I've never thought to do that. It was outside of the box thinking, and it's something that I was really impressed with. And for Michael's knife, I think it in its own right deserves its number 3 spot. It is a fantastic replica of a real 15th century Bowenware. Now, I didn't really know much about this knife or the history on it, and talking with him a little bit, he kind of brought me up to speed on the history of the knife, where it's from, why it was made, and what it was used for. It was really cool getting to know some history behind his choice for the build. So congratulations to you two guys who have tied for 3rd place. I will be in touch with you, and I will make sure to get some gifts and prizes sent out to you both. Now, that brings us to the 2nd place prize, which is a $25 Pop's Knife Supply gift certificate and an extra rasp to make another rasp knife, I suppose. And the 2nd place prize goes to Nicholas Reeves. As you can see here, this knife is just outstanding. What else can you say when you look at it? It is just well done. To have the guts to take these 2 unknown steels, stack them up, forge weld them together, and do that several times on just a whim to see if they're even going to etch different, that takes a lot of guts. And Randy, Ted, myself, we all agreed that that was a bit of a bold and risky move, but it definitely paid off. This knife is absolutely outstanding. Not only the Damascus, it looks great, the pattern is awesome, but just the finish work, it really is something to aspire to. This is another contestant where I feel like I should not be judging him. This knife turned out better than anything I have made to date, and I just really feel like it deserves the number 2 spot. And finally, for 1st place. Now, this was kind of a hard choice, but at the end of the day, Ted, Randy, and myself all agreed that this young guy definitely deserves spot number 1, and that is Sam, SK Forge. His knife is absolutely fantastic. He is a younger guy, and I'm assuming he's just getting into making blades and bladesmithing, and we all agreed that he deserved the number 1 spot, not only because he had a minimal experience level, but for someone just getting into the craft to be able to produce this quality of a knife definitely deserved the number 1 spot. Congratulations to all of the winners, and congratulations to all of the participants. Even though I didn't have a spot for everybody to give prizes to, like I said, I really do genuinely appreciate each and every one of you for participating in this build. Now, it was really challenging picking these winners. I'm glad that we're done judging because that was a really hard thing to do. We broke them up into different categories and picked the best ones that fell into those categories. Now, I went back and forth with Ted a little bit, and we had another category that was most identifiable as a rasp or file. So, what we decided to do was do a runner-up category. And the person for this particular prize, Ted, is going to be sending out a really nice piece of bog oak for handle material. There were several that were very identifiable as rasps, but we settled on one, and the winner of that category is Eli with Stray Wolf Forge. For the winners, I'll be in touch with you guys. I'll be reaching out via email, and I'll contact you about where I can be sending your prizes to. And as always, I really appreciate all of you guys supporting the channel, and I really look forward to continuing to post videos in 2026. I've still got some really awesome ideas for builds coming up that I'm excited to try out. Also, on another side note, I would like to direct your attention to another knife making challenge. The person hosting this challenge is actually one of the participants. It's Eric Rivers. Just a few days ago, he announced that he'll be hosting his own knife making challenge where the topic will be hidden tangs. Now, he left it pretty open-ended as well. He didn't put very much of a parameter on it. He just said that it needed to be a hidden tang knife. A hidden tang knife can be a bit more challenging, and I think that that's what this challenge is all about. It's to push people outside of their comfort zone and maybe try something that they haven't. So be sure and go check out Eric Rivers over at the Rivers Experience. He has a great YouTube channel where he is hosting not only the challenge, but he also posts really good quality videos about knife making. Thanks again to everyone who has watched and participated. I have nothing but the utmost respect and gratitude towards every one of you. For now, it's Frenchman signing off, and look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Thanks so much.